On this 2010 to 2015 Honda Civic with the 1.8 gas engine, U0151 means the gauge control module has lost communication with the SRS unit on the FCAN side. In plain terms, the cluster and the airbag control unit may not be talking the way they should. The vehicle may show warning indicators, communication-related scan tool behavior, or an intermittent concern. The broad possible fault areas are the FCAN wiring between the two modules, loose or poor connector contact, or the gauge control module side of the circuit. Before you focus on U0151, if there are any loss of communication codes for the ECM or PCM, handle those first. And if you are dealing with multiple codes at the same time, work through the multiple code network diagnosis before narrowing this one down. Start by verifying that U0151 is active after a clean reset. Clear the DTCs with the HDS. Turn the ignition switch to lock, position 0 and then back to on, position Roman 2. Wait for at least 6 seconds, then check for DTCs again with the HDS. If U0151 comes back, continue to the FCAN wire check. If U0151 does not come back, treat it as an intermittent failure. The system is okay at this time, so check for loose or poor connections instead of forcing a hard fault diagnosis. With the code confirmed, turn the ignition switch back to lock, position 0. Disconnect the gauge control module, TAC, 32P connector and disconnect SRS unit connector A, the 39P connector. Now check continuity on the two FCAN circuits between those connectors. For FCAN H, check from gauge control module 32P connector terminal No. 19, WHT wire, to SRS unit connector a 39P terminal No. 20, WHT wire. For FCAN L, check from gauge control module 32P connector terminal No. 20, RED wire, to SRS unit connector a 39P terminal No. 21, RED wire. Use the continuity result to split the diagnosis. If there is continuity on the FCAN wire check, the diagnostic path points to replacing the gauge control module, TAC. If there is not continuity, the fault is an open or poor connection in the FCAN wires between the SRS unit and the gauge control module, TAC. Stay with that result and correct the wiring or connection issue before moving on. After the repair path is completed, keep verification separate from the circuit testing. Clear the DTCs, cycle the ignition from lock, position 0 back to on, position Roman 2, wait for at least 6 seconds and check again with the HDS to confirm U0151 stays gone. The takeaway is simple. Prove the code first. Check the two FCAN wires between the cluster and SRS unit, and let the continuity result decide whether you are chasing wiring or the gauge control module. For more diagnostic training, visit stepdiagnostics.com.